Welcome to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Subject som Kevin Consolata Consolferino. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Guten Tag. Happy Yoshi Sunday. You like Yoshi, don't you? By the way, Ben?
Yoshi's Yoshi.
This is a controversial take. I thought like I'm not a big video game guy. Like I'm not
Yeah.
at all. My kids are. How do you not like come on, man?
Let me ask a question. Can you guess what type of video games I play?
Sports, but still,
you got it.
I played as a kid, but like,
yeah, I play Mario.
Oh man, Yoshi's cute as hell. Like, what is there not to like about Yoshi?
I don't dislike Yoshi. I just
when I'm playing the kids in the
Mario
the
Super
Mario Kart, it's always I want everybody's trying. Is that not true? Is that not a
Yoshi? No, I've never.
No, people don't want Yoshi.
No, I usually get Bowser. I get the bigger ones. They're more funny. Donkey Kong.
Man, in my house, it's a fight.
Yoshi, I didn't know Yoshi was maybe celebrating.
He's Yoshi. It's a perfect name. He's hella cute.
Yoshi's a good character, but I'm not grabbing the controller before everybody else to get Yoshi. Wow. I choose Mario and Luigi before Yoshi, and those are the plain gimme characters.
I feel like there's a poll there. I feel like that's something we need to put up on a Twitter poll or something.
Nate Tomlinson said Ben hating.
I thought this was the least controversial take of any take I've ever had. I thought this was the softball of all softballs.
No, I'm not.
Like, I like your Yoshi hat.
I like your Yoshi hat. I do, but I'm not a diehard. I'm not. No.
MFer, that's fine.
No,
Stay with Bowser. You roll with Bowser. You do you.
Nate said I'm hating. I'm not hating.
He is hating.
No, I'm not. I'm not a diehard Yoshi guy. I think that's a fair assessment.
Man,
all the characters in that, and I play it. I play most of the sports games, but I'm not a diehard Yoshi. I am shocked that
Yoshi's
you were
not your ride or die.
No. Yoshi, I didn't know that Yoshi was like.
Dude, we had
comment.
We had actual had to be 6 or 7 years ago. You could build the track. Like we got it at the when I was at CBS, and they've got the like Nintendo store in Times Square. And I bought like for the kids one year for Christmas. It was actual Super Mario Kart like handheld race cars. And you could build different tracks and make it go different ways. And there was like, I don't know, you got like 2 cars, and then you could buy more. We never really needed more.
Right. That is cool.
And I made sure I got the set that had Yoshi in it, man.
I respect that. I didn't realize that Yoshi was like the top.
I just thought everybody felt like Yoshi was universally pretty cool, like pretty non-controversial.
Dislike Yoshi, but
like, would you rather it be raining or sunny? You know, most people are going to say sunny. I kind of figured Yoshi was.
And what do you think I am with that? I like the rain more.
You can draw your own conclusions, Bowser.
I like the rain
Bowser
more.
sits on top of a castle where it's like lightning storms and stuff.
Bowser's funny. Bowser's aggressive. I like that.
Bowser's a bully.
Yeah. And when you're trying to win, you got to be a bully.
Well, I guess there probably is a deeper psychological layer to this conversation.
What? No, don't associate me with bullies.
No, I'm saying more. I was more reflective of me probably than you.
Oh, so
I'm barely qualified to psychoanalyze myself. I'm not going to sit here and psychoanalyze Beltway Ben on the YouTube.
I was not. I maybe again in the comments, Bones. Somebody to comment Bones. They like Bones. If you, I don't know. Maybe that is. Maybe I'm lost, but I've played Mario. I still have before, like every
get on the AI. And what does it mean about me that I don't relate to Yoshi? It'll probably give
Yoshi. Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's me not really identifying with Yoshi. What does that say about me?
True. Have you seen the Mario? And I'm not like diehard into Mario. I didn't even see the movie, but like I I played the game all the time when you're around a bunch of people. Did you see the Mario World? I think it's in Japan. The Mario World.
Oh, is it like an amusement park or something?
Yeah, it's like Disney, but it looks actually cool.
Oh, and just for Mario?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not a big amusement.
Sure,
park
Yoshi's
guy,
loved
and
that.
I'm not a big getting on planes guy anymore. But that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it
If
looks
they
awesome.
put one in Highlandtown and Patterson Park, I would go.
I don't think that's going to be happening, but maybe we bring that to Baltimore. The Disney Baltimore.
Yeah, you Mario
That.
Yoshi World at
And there's
next to the pagoda in Patterson Park.
There's a sports book in the back, and it's one.
Of course. That way, when Beltway Ben has his kiddies, he can drop his kiddies off there, and then he can sit at the sports book and bet all the games. Yeah.
Right, exactly that.
All right, okay. Let's just put up yesterday's bets at this point, right? I've killed a lot of time there. Sorry. Beltway Ben is crushing it. I am not. It could have been a really nice day. Look, we were on the Hoffenheim in a lot of different ways for good reason. And they dominate the first 12, 15 minutes of that match. And the Shane Powley keeper stands on his head. And then the Hoff just quit in the second half. I guess they figure they're already in the Champions League. I don't know. I truly believe if they score in the first 15 minutes that we get the 3 goals we needed and a lot of great stuff happens for us, but it didn't. Man City and Leeds, we get the Semenyo goal. That was great. I don't know how Leeds did not score in that match. They should have scored 3 times in the final 15 minutes alone. And then City had an opportunity where, was it Shirky? Could have either headed it, nosed it, necked it, chested it, shouldered it, I guess, into the net, and somehow didn't. So anywho, but Undav comes through again. I didn't give it out on the show. It's in the Discord. Not everything on the show is going to be in the Discord. The Kane and Undav parlay hits. I put it on the Twitter there before the game because it was in a parlay that got killed. Stuttgart plus 110 to score 3 times or more today. That already hit, so that's a good start. And yeah, I went 2-2 on the college plays here, 3-2 in the Discord. We also were on Richmond lacrosse plus 138 on the money line in the Discord. That was a nice smash spot. But we had a lot of bets on this show already yesterday, so I didn't give it out. But only made one college lacrosse play this weekend. Didn't like a lot of it, but we did like Richmond at Cornell on the money line. Beltway Ben plus 138.
Yeah, very good call. No, for me it was a very good day. Villanova, we were all over that game. And
bald rat.
I am pretty happy with how I've handled them. Like, I could have definitely been bitter and just lost money playing them 24/7. But I think every loss that they've had, we've hit on it. Seriously going back. And yesterday, I don't know, the way St. John's played before, the fact that the under hit though, so this is how it goes. Early in that game, I don't feel good. St. John's has damn near 50 points at halftime. Nova's not scoring, but I'm in a good spot. 148.5 is where the live number was. We had 147, whatever. Then the second half, we get this drought that we needed. And I'm like, all right, we're good. Here, I've never seen in such a blowout in the final minute and 30 seconds, both teams doing everything they can to get this number over. It was like they knew what the number was. I mean, if
somebody probably did, Ben.
They actually might have.
Of course they did. Come on, it's everywhere.
Dude, Bryce Lindsay takes a 3 with like 20 seconds left. And if he hits it, the under would have lost after they needed 10 points in the final minute, but misses. We get the board. They run the clock out. But to that, we also had them on -7.5. St. Louis. Listen, I don't ever say, oh, I got lucky and pat the sports book on the back or say, oh, they get, because we get unlucky more than not.
Yes.
We get screwed by them time and time again. So I never overlook something by saying I got lucky. St. Louis -14.5. They could have dribbled the clock out, tossed the ball over, and been done. Robbie Avila, if anybody isn't familiar with him, look at him. He's hilarious. He's incredible. Yeah. One of the best players in the conference, probably the best player in the conference. Logo 3 with 2 on the shot clock, 30 seconds left in the game, drills it to go up 15. They were up 12. He hits it. Then I'm like, I need to stop. Duquesne comes down, lets one go, bricks it. They get the board and run the clock out. It was a 2-point game with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. A 2-point game.
Yeah.
So we did get the run we needed there. We cashed our college basketball parlay. We lost the Wizards game because Scotty Barnes decided he was going to wait till the second half to grab a rebound, whatever the hell that was. But no, it was a very good day for us there. And we also had success on the Discord.
That game too, look, Yertle the Turtle Purtle. He gets 3 fouls quickly. He gets 4 fouls quickly. He gets hit in the nuts and misses part of a rotation in the fourth quarter. The 12 was there, and I don't know why they kept having him defend the top of the arc to watch people shoot threes over top of him. Ben, I couldn't figure it out. If they just left Yertle the Turtle Purtle under the stick, basically in the paint, he'd have cleaned up easy. But still, the minutes were down because of the foul trouble and him getting hit in the nuts. But they had him playing out in space, and of course, the Wizards guards kept running at him, knowing he's going to reach. I mean, I couldn't figure out what the hell they were doing.
No, yeah, I'm with you. It was hard for me because we were in at that casino and.
How did the racing go? Oh, this is going to be a long one, but whatever. How did the horse racing go?
Actually incredible.
Wow.
I hit stuff I had.
Screen. Or you want to put the Discord up real quick?
Yeah, real quick. You want good plays. You want live bets.
$1.06 a day.
And we're having success. You're making money off of it. So
Ben's killing live betting in there. In basically any basketball game he watches.
But yes, that was if you're not already in, I understand it's money, but if you want to support and just make some money, the Discord here. It was a eventful time. We walk in first off. You knew the people watching. That was what I was most excited for.
It's unbelievable.
You walked right out and you could tell these guys. Oh, they were the over. I mean, it was awesome. So I walk in, just having a good time already. First race, the guy that we had bet on for like, I don't know, I think it was like $4 or $5 on him. I think it was $5 because I ended up profiting, but it was $5 we put on the guy. Dead last. Sucked. So then it's finished, whatever. A lot of people down there. We start walking back into the area where you bet and I hear like this commotion and these drunk dudes are screaming at the jockey that he sucks. You suck. The jockey turns the horse around, goes after them. This is the first race. The first race. I've
been to the track a million times, and you've already got a better story than any other brand.
He was pissed. Say it again.
He's like going back into the paddock?
Well, no, he's on the dirt. He's on the sand, but they were walking around after, and he was walking back to where the exit was or whatever.
Back towards the stables, and they're heckling like at him as he's still on
yelling.
Horse, going back towards the
but it's like
paddock.
it's loud.
Yeah,
it's loud. You suck. And instead of just he turns the horse around, and then they're going at it for a minute. And I'm like, we're about to get in. I'm like, no, we got to stay out here. This is awesome. So then the guys were like, whoever said it was not willing to say he said it. It was like a group of friends. I don't know, a bunch of babies, but it was hilarious. He's furious. So I'm like, I'm betting on that dude. He's going to get one today.
Yeah.
His horse ends up being scratched the next 2 times. He ended up running one, but so we lost there. I had 5 on the next one, lost there. All of a sudden, I don't even know what I put in. I cashed for like $80 on a.
Are you even looking at the horse names, or you're just betting the
that's
jocks?
what I was doing.
Okay.
The horse names, jocks. I was doing a little bit of all of it.
Yeah.
But I cashed it was like a $6 ticket to pay $80, and I didn't even know how it cashed. My friends didn't know how I cashed. Me and my one friend won.
Like you took it up to the table, and you don't know what they're going to give you back, basically.
No, I scanned. You scan. I scanned it, and then $79 pops up. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I'm covered the rest of the day. We won a few more. I didn't realize. I thought there would be more. The one race that we had the winner, we were the only ones, and it was pretty. I mean, there's a lot of people there. We were the only one going crazy, and people were looking at us like it was hilarious. Meanwhile, we got like $5 on it. I'm going nuts. We're chest bumping, and it's dead silent. There's nobody else, and it's us. So we had a good time. It was a very good time. People watching in there is incredible. You can bet college props, which changed my outlook on life there. I might be going there more.
So they've got a sports book there too, then obviously.
Yeah, but you could use your phone, and on your phone you can bet college props as well. But they
as
do
long
have a
as you
sports book
register
there.
in West Virginia while you're in the state of West Virginia.
Yeah, and I did it. I have it. So and on the kiosk you can do it. So it's pretty good.
Big day for Beltway Ben. All right. That's got to be everything. Holy shit, we're 20 minutes into this thing. All right, I'm gonna get it going here. College hoops, first down. We have been all over the UNC Wilmington Seahawks. The 3.5 is gone. Sorry. No. My bad. I wrote it down. Joker triple-double first down. He's done it 4 straight times against Minnesota. There's obviously some ish between Denver and Minnesota in the regular season, in the playoffs. We love Joker triple-doubles at home, and this one's at home. Minus 115 at the bet 365. And then I guess I'm doing the Atlanta under here too. Look, we got this at 238.5 when it opened. Blazers at the Hawks. It's at 236.5 now. That's the best you're going to find it. The Hawks are under in 6 straight games, Beltway Ben. They've all gone under by at least 8.5 points. Yeah, 8.5 points. They're under in 8 of their last 10 at home. The Blazers are 18-12 to the under on the road. The Hawks are 18-11 to the under at home. The Hawks are 14-9 to the under against the West. They are 11-4 to the under as a home favorite. Portland is 14-7 to the under against the East. Portland is 12-5 to the under as a road dog. Portland's under in 3 of their last 4. If you look at the NBA advanced stats, the last 15 games, neither of these teams are doing anything from an efficiency standpoint offensively. That's all that great. They do play with a little more tempo than I'd necessarily love, ideally, in an under bet. But we think this one goes under.
I was going to be on Maryland one way or the other, and I do lean their spread, but I was just going to play it safe here on the money line. And we're going to take Quinnipiac, who has burnt me a few times of late. They're not playing great basketball, but they're still better than Canisius, who they're matched up with. I don't see them losing. It's the final game of the year. Canisius has just 10 wins on the year and has really struggled in conference play. Now to Maryland. If you would have told me, I would say middle of January probably that I would be betting them ever. I would tell you you're crazy. After the Penn State game, at least we did win with them on Penn State. And here we are. Listen, they're playing better basketball. Even it was a loss. You lose by 13 to Nebraska. They were up around the 8 or 9 minute mark. Now I know they fell apart down the stretch, whatever. They beat Washington at home, and that was a little bit of a confidence builder. Things were going right. Northwestern, they played tight on the road. Last time they played Rutgers, that was pitiful. But before that, they beat Iowa. I know that Rutgers game was pitiful, but you have the revenge spot here. You have the struggles, everything that didn't really go our way, or for Maryland's way the last time they faced off. You got to think they get right here at home. This is one of the games on the schedule outside of Penn State that you're like they could win that game, right? Rutgers sucked last year, and they had 2 NBA lottery picks. Pikel's probably going to be gone. He should be. They're not a very good team. They don't have any true players, and Maryland should be able to get after them. So I do think Maryland wins this game. Again, I don't love betting Maryland at all this year, but here in this spot, I think it's a good spot for them. And then Quinnipiac, as I said, you're facing Canisius. You've already beat them last game of the regular season for them. They should be able to finish on a pretty high. So Maryland, Quinnipiac on the money line minus 119.
Missed 2 calls from Kornheiser already during this show. Wonder what he wants. Hopefully he wants me to talk up some Wannabet on
and he can
the
be
Tony Kornheiser show this week. Usually that would be Nigel. That would usually be more of a request from Nigel. So who knows? He's probably just checking on me because he's good. He's good peeps. We love Tony Kornheiser.
We should get him on here soon. Yeah, I don't know if he'd come on.
I mean, I'll ask him. Who knows? Maybe. It's not really his jam, but maybe. I mean, it would be pretty funny.
It would be. Yeah.
It would be pretty funny. If you're like some of the littles and you want Tony on Wannabet, send him those emails. You know they like to read those emails. Nigel will read it on there. Where are we? Second down now. College hoops. I'm Ron Burgundy. College hoops, Ben? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. UNC Wilmington Seahawks. Can't get the 3.5 anymore. At least I couldn't find it, but you can get the 4. Lay the 4 minus 110. They're hosting College of Charleston. UNC Wilmington battling to have the 1 seed in the CAA tournament. They are the class of that conference. I don't think it's particularly close. Charleston has played good ball lately, but I don't like this matchup for Charleston here. The first meeting, UNC Wilmington won 76-64 at Charleston. We're talking about a Wilmington team that is number 2 efficiency defense in the conference. Charleston just the 7th best 7th most efficient CAA offense. Charleston cannot shoot the 3 ball at all. If they fall behind, that's going to be a problem. UNC Wilmington, Beltway Ben, allowing teams to shoot 28.9% in the CAA from 3-point land against them. UNC Wilmington's covered 6 straight. They've covered 4 straight at home. We think they win this, frankly, by 6 points or more. And then, look, we've had up and down year with Sparty, and we got off the Sparty for a while after Sparty effed us at Rutgers. But we like Sparty going to Indiana today and doing the job and laying the 2.5. I don't know. The Hoosiers look a little fugazi to me. They've covered 1 of their last 6. Sparty beat them by 21 already earlier this year. In that first meeting, Beltway Ben, Sparty grabbed 37 boards. Indiana had 19. We expect Sparty to beat them up on the boards again, to put the vice grips on them defensively, to get plenty of second and third chance opportunities to score the basketball. The Hoosiers, 14th ranked defense in the Big Ten. And it's Izzo's time of year. So we're comfortable with that.
We're going to go to the NBA market. We're going to take 2 props here, and then we're going to get to that guy again a little later. We'll start here with Austin Reeves over 20.5 points, minus 124. Since returning from injury, he's been over it just once, right? 16, 18 points, been in that range for the most part. And he hasn't really been playing a ton of minutes. I do think he's slowly coming off of the minutes restriction. And with that, yesterday, you win by as many points as they did. They didn't have to play him in the 4th quarter. They let him sit. He got enough rest, only played 28 minutes. So with this being a back-to-back, I'm not as worried. He gets a full, 24 hours because they play late tonight, or 22 hours, whatever it is. It isn't an early game for them. And it's against a Kings team who just does not defend at all. Bottom 2 in opposing defense over their last 5 games. They've really struggled, especially since guys have gotten hurt. Austin Reeves is a dude who can fill it up. And this feels like the spot where I know Luka didn't have a monster night last game. Only scored, 26 points, 28 points, whatever it was. But I don't know. This feels like the team that LeBron and Luka might. Luka still could get 30, but let Reeves get it going a little bit, right? They need a little bit more firepower from Reeves. When he's playing great, the Lakers are in a really good spot. I think he'll be able to fill it up against a bad defensive squad here. So we're going to take Reeves AR over 20.5 minus 124. And then I don't like doing the trends. This guy, Russell Westbrook, over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists at minus 110. Over in 2 straight. He's been filling it up scoring. He's over this almost scoring in those 2 games. The revenge spot. The LeBron fallout was very odd. I don't know how they are personally at this point, but they were used to be tight. He gets him to LA, and that was just a complete failure. Russ supposedly was upset, frustrated with how it went, and how he was treated with it. All that is fine. I like Russ to come out prideful here in this matchup. You're facing your old team. You're facing a dude you played with. A lot of eyes are going to be on this, and all of your stars are out. DeMar is playing, but what is he? He can give you 6 or 8 points in some of these games, right? He hasn't been able to get it going. I know for DeMar, it's the homecoming, right, being from the area, but still, I just think Russ, and it's homecoming for Russ as well. I just think Russ is going to come out ready to go. I think he's going to be aggressive. We're going to get to him a little bit more in 4th and long. I'll say that. I like Russ in this spot here tonight. So give me him over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists at minus 110.
Found a good batting cage spot yesterday.
Did you?
I know you appreciate batting cages.
I do.
Really nice.
I absolutely do.
Really nice. Unlimited swings.
Where?
For a month for $58.
Where?
And they've got one that's like Bubba. One of the cages has the TrackMan and all that. Now, if you're paying like by the pop, that's 2 tokens versus 1. And then they have 2 other ones. Super nice, brand new, immaculate. Right off 695, like Security Square, right by Liberty Road, right there.
What is this?
I'm going back today. I'm taking Mateo back today. I just found it yesterday. They say they've been open since last March.
What's it called?
It's called
Was it packed?
No, I guess they get packed. They open at noon today, so I'm going to try to go as soon as we're done here. Although I'm running my jaw, so we're already late. Well, I mean, we're not, you know what I mean, late, but we're going long, whatever. Where the heck? It's like D-Bat, Windsor Mill. D-Bat, Windsor,
I
Mill.
live pretty close to Windsor. That's not that
That's
far
what I'm
from
saying. You're not that. It's like equidistant from us, like from where you
me.
are.
Bet. I see it here.
I mean, it's. I was blown away.
I've never seen that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I went yesterday because I'm like, let's just try it. We were there for like 90 minutes because once the, you know what I mean? Like it's like $20 for this amount of time, and then the guy's like, yeah, your first time here. It's like $58, as many swings as you want in a month. I was like, let's do that.
Jesus.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
I thought you'd like that.
I do
They got
like that.
softball too for Maddie. I mean, they've
Right?
got softball too.
Yeah. Okay.
But
We
I mean,
haven't
these
been
are the
there.
nicest batting cages I've ever seen. It's all they give you a QR code, you scan it, and then you pick. You know, baseball, softball. You pick like what quadrant you want it in. You pick how fast you want it. You want all fastballs. You can mix fastballs, curves. You like that a lot more than Yoshi, don't you?
I do like that a lot more than Yoshi.
Yeah,
yes.
I can see the wheels spinning.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, hop light. Third down, correct?
Yep.
You guys know what I think of the Knicks. I think the Knicks are so overinflated in the gambling markets. They're a good team. They're far from great. If the Knicks played in the West, they'd be getting their ass spanked all the time. San Antonio -1.5 plus 100 at DraftKings. I think San Antonio wins this game by 3.5 points or more. San Antonio last 15 games, 13-2, plus 12.3 net rating. That is number one in the NBA. The Knicks, to me, are fugazi. When they play better teams, they get exposed. Young teams, athletic teams that can run on them, like Detroit, expose them. The Knicks are only 5-4 straight up their last 9 at MSG. This idea that there's some kind of impenetrable force at MSG is bullshit. And teams that don't play there that much and get up for it and have a chip on their shoulder like the Spurs, who are trying to show they're for real, I think they're particularly ripe to win at MSG. This looks like one to me where Cat probably picks up a couple stupid fouls early. Wemby probably gets in his head. And I just think the Spurs are the better team. Whether you play this in San Antonio, you play this in New York, or like Ben likes to say, you played on the moon. I think the Spurs are going to smack that ass today.
Third down. We're going to the NBA markets as well. We're going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder -15.5 against Dallas on the road. Last game you play goes to overtime, a very weird showing, and everything that happens. You get a day off, you get SGA back. You had to sit him a little bit. I don't know that SGA is going to have to play the fourth quarter here because Dallas is pathetic. Dallas has basically quit. They're ruling dudes out who they weren't.
Look, I looked at this one long and hard. No
Washington, maybe. Najee Marshall's questionable. Wouldn't surprise me if they said, you know what, you can just sit too. Bagman's out. Chris Middleton announced he was coming back because he was asking for the release. That whole situation. I don't know, just with the injuries and everything going on. I like the Thunder. I don't like laying 15.5 points in the NBA. But with the Thunder, they're back. They're fully healthy. I just think they're going to get after it. And I don't think anybody on Dallas is stopping SGA or any of the guys that OKC has running. OKC without SGA, I think, would cover the spread, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. But with him, I think it could be a big blowout. So give me the Oklahoma City Thunder -15.5 at -110.
Excellent. Fourth and short, we're going to the NHL. We're taking the first period over in Minnesota today. The Blues at the Wild. Minnesota's over in first period in 8 of their last 10 at home, Beltway Ben. The Blues are just a dead first period over team no matter where they skate. However, on the road, St. Louis 18-9 to the over on the season. That is the number one hit rate in the NHL. The Blues are also over in 9 of their last 10 on the road. Minnesota's defense and goaltending tends to be shaky. We're riding the trends here. -118. So not too juiced against us.
Yeah, I told you guys we were going to get back to Russell Westbrook here in just a minute. Here we are. Russell Westbrook for a double-double. We are going half a unit play. We will play it half a unit. Listen, the revenge spot.
You had me at hello.
Yes. Why not? I mean, I know there's, and I'm not, again, it's half a unit, nothing hammering, but I think in the revenge spot with how things have gone for the Kings, needing guys to step up, I think Russ could do just that. I like him in this spot. Playing against his old team old dudes who he lived near, played with for multiple seasons, and has spent time with. Russell Westbrook also, he was the one who we were talking about the back of his basketball card. He knows what's going on there. I do think he's going to chase some things. And the other night, they let him sit. We run his assist. He sits. But all of a sudden, he's active for this one. He's not sitting again here, at least right now. You know, the NBA with their late scratches. But I don't know. I think it's a really good spot for Russell Westbrook to break out again. And as I said, he's been over in 2 straight. He hasn't had the double-double in a while. It has been a long time since he's had a double-double. He was on a little bit of a run there. But against his old team, with the frustration that he has with some of those guys and how things ended and all of those things, I don't know. I think there's a good chance that Russell Westbrook can get it going tonight. And if it's close at any point, you know he's going to push for it. So give me Russell Westbrook double-double plus 1060.
We're with you. Choppy and I are with you. Let's effing go. Overtime Beltway, Ben. What do we have in the world of MLB futures today?
Yes, we're going to the Chicago White Sox, a team who was
the Pale Hose.
Bad last year.
You ever call them the Pale Hose? I always call them the Pale Hose.
I don't.
Have you ever heard anybody call them the Pale Hose
yes.
before?
I get it. Yeah.
Does your dad ever do that?
I don't know.
It's only old people who would do that.
Yeah, he might. I absolutely, yes, I've heard it though. Listen, like with the White Sox, I know you're going to get into it, and I'm going to be talking with you about it because I agree. I kind of like what they've done. They didn't like. There's some of these teams who aren't going to pay much money and will just sit on whatever and not take a shot and not want to do anything. They legitimately tried to add to their bullpen, right? You bring in Newcomb, who gets lefties out at a very good rate. You bring in Sir Anthony Dominguez, who was one of the most reliable arms on that Blue Jays run after being traded over. Even Jordan Hicks, type 1 diabetic. Shout out Jordan Hicks, but I think he could be a legit thing in the bullpen. Finally, I think we're done trying to.
Yeah, the starting thing. Come on.
Yeah, it's not for. And I know he wants to do it. You want to make more money as a starter. I get all of it, but that's not for you. When you get up in the hundreds, you're a good 1-inning guy, and hopefully that kind of works there. We talked about Shane Smith on this show. We talked about Burke, Davis Martin. They have like a fine rotation. Eric Fetty, can he get back to what he was before he got traded? Anthony Kay was an interesting pickup after he played overseas. I don't know. I just think for them in this season, I just think it's too low of a total. I know you're going to get into it, and I'll get into it more after you, but I'll let you give it out.
Yeah, I'm on it as an official play. I think these guys are good for 70 wins. I have not found. Have you found alt markets? I have not found reliable alt markets.
10, just 10. You might be. Hold on a second. Keep going. I'll see.
Like after the All-Star break last season, the White Sox were 28-37. The same record as the New York Mets. The same record as the Detroit Tigres. That's a 70-win pace. That's a 70-win pace with them still having, as Ben just pointed to, a non-existent bullpen. The White Sox were 15-36 in one-run games last year. Worst in baseball. They're going to be at least 3-4 wins better than that this year in that metric alone. They also found a way to go 18-34 in that ass division last year. Cleveland's going to be a lot worse. I think Chicago might be better than Minnesota, especially if they get another injury. And it sounds like they're what I hear. Like some of the guys who always need MRIs in Minnesota might need MRIs in Minnesota. And I don't think Detroit's going to get off to the crazy start they did last year. So they're going to win more games than 18 in the division. They're going to win more close games. I feel like getting rid of Luis Robert, the vibes are better there. I think they've got a real skipper now. And they were scrappy last year. We bet them a lot. I like taking the runs with the White Sox. I like taking White Sox catching a run and a half, first 5 money line, whatever. I just think that people are still caught up in how horrific they were 2 years ago. And I don't think that's their operation on a lot of levels now. And yeah, that number is too low for me. They're not the worst team in the American League.
No, I'm right there with you. I'm on the over as an official play as well. Again, I'm not going to be on many overs at -110. I used to do it early on in betting, and it's not worth it.
And I'm not going to have many either, but this is one that I'm like, I'm not even going to get too cute here. I'm just going to.
Right. No, I'm with you. Listen, the line, like Kyle Teal is a stud. That's a legit piece.
Did you hear? They were trying to get him back.
Yeah, I know.
The Red Sox were trying to get him back.
I saw that. Just one of a kind. Colson Montgomery, a guy who in the minors I thought was cooked, wasn't going to be anything.
I still don't know what that was the real him. And I'm sitting on a lot of Colson Montgomery cards. But I don't know. Last year, that power was crazy.
It was insane. But, I mean, he showed at the MLB level. Of course, you're going to fall off. It's MLB. You get inconsistencies.
Madroith will set the table. I am buying that kid.
Yes.
He knows who he is.
Right. Good leadoff hitter, knows how to get on base, fights at bats, doesn't see 2 pitches in at bat. I mean, he works away on all those good things. They bring in Hayes, which is interesting. You still got Benintendi, who's a respectable bat. Hayes will, at some point, whether it's May, June, July, he's going to go on a rampage on a month and be carrying that lineup for a month. Like, he's going to get hurt. Things will go sideways, whatever. But there will be a month where he's one of the better hitters in baseball. He'll have an MLB The Show Player of the Month card, as it always. Like, he has 1 month every year where he's able to dominate. Murakami, I like Murakami. I think it's unfair. There were these fake stats put out about him against fastballs. Well, if you look at fastballs over 94 miles an hour, here are stats. And they weren't actually true. Doesn't hit the fastball as well as he hit some other things, harder fastballs at least. But he's a legit guy, and he wanted to sign there. He gets the bidet. They give him everything he wants. I don't know. This lineup is going to fight. They're going to be feisty. And if that starting rotation can hold up as some of those guys do look like they're trending in the right direction, if they can hit on the K pickup, if Fetty can pitch, in the low leverage starts.
He was good
like
there.
Before. Right. He was. And then he goes to a place in a little bit of a race and wasn't able to figure it out. No, I don't know. I like what they did with the bullpen. I don't think they're going to be blowing a lot of games because there were a few games last year where the bullpen came in and mucked it up. So, no, I think the White Sox got a shot here. I like them over 66. The number is just so low. It's like jumping at you. It's not like we're asking for them to make the playoffs with this. 67 wins is what we need. I mean, I like it a lot.
Pick up where you left off after the All-Star break and go out there and win 70 games for us. We're not telling you to.
Right. We do have.
You're not. They did that last year in the second. Now, small sample size, whatever you want to say, but they did that without a bullpen.
Right. We do have a few comments I want to get to. Like I just said, can't believe the show is running long. You guys spend more time talking Mario than baseball, which is an actual segment of the show. That's what makes the show fun. And then we did have somebody ask what happened.
Speaks for everybody. I hope you do, Mike. I'm sure there's a lot of people who hate it, but what are you going to do?
We did have somebody comment what happened to the podcast. They're no longer on Apple. Yeah, all of our stuff now is just video. We're on Twitter and YouTube.
It's a TV show, folks.
For now, yeah. Well, for now, I'm talking about on an Apple podcast. At some point, maybe, but for now, we're just rolling YouTube, Twitter. Yeah, YouTube and Twitter.
Yeah. YouTube and Twitter. And then perhaps some other platforms relatively soon. So that's the show. Sorry we went long if you didn't like it. And if you liked it, hey, we went long just for you because we knew you would like it. You want to put the Discord? We don't need to belabor the point of Discord. I don't want to be that. I don't want to beat it to death. So there it is. You want to get in. Hopefully you like it. It's we're not allowing we're not doing long-term commitments. We're going month to month. And then Ben, you want to show them what we did last night? Ben continues to smash. Treading. Again, I've been good in college basketball, been pretty solid in the NBA. Certainly great on NBA sides. NBA props, player props, I get in a little trouble. But Beltway Ben, he destroys that stuff. And he's destroyed pretty much everything.
We also got conference tournament play starting tomorrow night. Conference tournament play. It's going to be very active. And again, I don't want to keep talking about Discord, but seriously though, like there's going to be some early tip-offs. Conference tournament play is also interesting. So we'll probably be more active in there, but just, I don't know. Some days we go to 11. Tip-offs are 11 and 12. It will be, I do love conference tournament betting. It's different because you're not getting a true home team for most tournaments. UMBC is though. Jason was all over that. I wish you would have given it out because you would have gotten some really good value if you would have given it out on here.
Yep. When do they play? Wednesday or Thursday?
They have they're told. I think they're pushed to Thursday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Thursday. Oh, I was gonna say we could go, but you got your show.
Right.
Sharky's gonna have pitching this week on Thursday, so I won't be able to go either. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Yoshi. Shout out to Murakami.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brody. Brody, come on now, Brody. Brody, I take back everything I ever said about you. And I said a lot about you when I had to watch you play as a wizard with Rocco every night. I said a lot about you. I said a lot. But you know what?
Brody.
I said a lot about number 29 for Dayton the other night. And then he comes through and wins the GD game for him. And Brody, I have faith in you tonight. Russ, let Russ cook. Wish it into an existence.
Yes.
Oh, wait, Ben. Say it with me. Let
Russ cook. Let Russ
cook.
Cook.
Let Russ cook.
Also,
let Russ
cook. Yeah. I also JD Acosta. Shout out JD Acosta. The jockey that told the fan, "Come over here and say
that was the guy."
Face. Oh, I remember I had his every next race. I put a couple bucks on.
Maybe he's on Twitter.
Maybe he is. He was ready to go. I've never seen anything like it. That was awesome.
Subscribe to the Discord. All right, I got to get into the batting cages and call Kornheiser back. Thank everybody for tuning in. Tomorrow, I guess regular time. We're thinking, right? I've tried to do my Zooms and stuff around it.
Yes, yeah.
So 11 Monday Eastern. You want to bet? We want to bet. Thank you for hanging in there with us.